Okay, so I'm back in the edit room and reviewing the footage of the last video. When you use the AirPods for sound recording, you get quite a bad delay. It's like a second or something. It's probably not even a second, but it's very noticeable. You notice now when I talk, the sound and audio is synced, so I've got good lip sync. But the last video, once I switched to the AirPods, it was completely out of sync. However, you can fix it in post, which is a bit annoying, but it's not that hard. I'll show you now. In fact, I was kind of lucky because I clicked my fingers. So the easiest way is to find that area where you clicked, and if you look there, that's where I clicked. And then mark it. I'm using Final Cut, so if you're using Premiere or something else, it'll be slightly different. But put a mark on the timeline where you see the action of the click. And if I played in normal speed, actually looked okay. You can see a bit of artifacts from the HDR, but when you play it in real time, you don't really notice that because it's going so fast. But yeah, frame by frame, you can see the HDR ghosting happening. It's called ghosting. It's an artifact of when you're combining a HDR frame, like two frames in one. That's how HDR works. At least 2 frames. It can be more. I think it's doing 2 from what I can see. A bit of ghosting, but that's fine. You know, it looks okay when you view it normally, and when you view it on a smaller screen. And then when the snap happens, see that is that's the sound of the snap. So I've just in Final Cut, I detached the audio, which is already done. So you go in here and you detach the audio. I've done it, so I can't get the thing up. And then just drag your audio so they both line up. That's an easy fix. So many ants in my house. I've got ant bait everywhere, but they don't eat it. The solution is to use the onboard sound. Or if you really want, yeah, you can fix it in post. But I noticed the sound quality wasn't that good either. Which is interesting because AirPods sound good when I connect it to my phone, but when I connect it to the X3, you could hear it wasn't very high quality. And the further I moved it, when I had the stick up really high, it kind of lost connection a bit, and you could hear a degradation in the sound quality. Not good. The solution is this. If you want to go wireless, this adapter, it goes into the USB on the side, which is also where you charge the camera, but that goes into the side. I think you have to pull off the little door, but it comes off, and then it snaps on. It's got this little bit that where the old door went on, it kind of grabs onto that as well, so it's quite a secure thing. That said, I haven't tested it. I will test it in another video because yeah, I'll do it later. And then it's got a 3.5mm jack plug, which you can plug your microphone. Maybe you want to use a shotgun mount, shotgun microphone, or you want to use a lavalier, clip it on here. Anyway, many different options, but that's the way to do it. So yeah, the AirPods didn't sound that professional. I wouldn't recommend it, but in a pinch maybe, but it just sounds a bit amateur. It's not quite high quality. I wouldn't use it, but good thing I did a test. Anyway, I'm going to the last video kind of showed it out of sync. I've now synced it up there. I'm going to add the rest of this video to make it, yeah, I'm going to synchronize it and then play the rest of the video with it synchronized. So you can see that, yeah, the sound does match up, and maybe it's not the highest quality, but it is somewhat usable. So yeah, I'll do my magic finger clicking thing, and you can check out the next video, which is the last video but synced properly. Okay, the AirPods are now connected. The process is pretty straightforward. It took a little while to connect, but what you do is you hold the little button on the back. I had my AirPods inside it. I'm wearing them now, but you hold the button on the back. Also, I opened it. Don't know if that makes a difference, but it worked for me. So yes, so open it, hold the button until you see the light there slowly flash white. Excuse me. Slowly flash white, and then click on the name of your AirPods, and it takes a little while, like 10 seconds or something, and then it connects. So hopefully this sounds good. Um, it's like half the distance from my mouth to like the sound source to like the microphone there. So um, it's a little bit closer, although it's not direct line of sight. But you can imagine sound as like a wave. Um, that's not a good way to say it. Imagine it like a light source. Actually, most people don't understand light because I've been a photographer for a while, so I studied how light works. Oh, I forgot the analogy. Anyway, it's not direct line of sight, but it's closer, so it probably sounds really good. I think this would be a good solution for a an interview or something, because you can have two sources, and you can kind of hide them because they're so small. I also bought the mic adapter, but I haven't tested that yet. That's if you want to put like a wireless or something. A wireless mic, you can use a DJI mic setup, or I've got the Rode Go #1, which I haven't tested yet, but I'll do that later. For now, we're doing the AirPods test. So I also want to test what it sounds like with each individual one. So I'll take them out. Um, this is the left one. Left one, check, check, check. Check, 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 check. And then the right one, check, check. Check, check. And I'll put them both further away. Check, check, check. In fact, I should put them where the mic is for, like, on the camera. Check, check. Check, check. Sound test. How do I sound? How does this compare to the onboard microphone? I don't know, because I'm figuring that out right now. Yeah, interesting, huh? I guess I'll leave my comments in the notes, and then maybe in the next video I'll give my thoughts. Yeah. Um, I might walk around town after my lunch and then test it out more. So yeah, enjoy watching me. I'll turn the screen back on. Oh yes, enjoy watching me eat the rest of my lunch. I'll take a few bites and then cut it, and then I'll start recording again and do some commentary uh, of my general area. Yes, and I hope my headache doesn't go away. I've got a neck tension today. It's really annoying. Gotta go see my friend the chiropractor, um, and I gotta stretch more too. Been doing a lot of camera work and too much StarCraft. Um, in fact, I've been thinking about starting a Twitch channel because me and my friend and friends we chat a little bit while we play. So we thought, oh, it would be cool to start a Twitch channel. Maybe people would watch it, but I don't know about that because no one watches this channel. Oh no, you're watching it, but not many people is what I mean. Yeah. So anyway, time to finish off my lunch, and then we'll go for a bit of a walk. I wonder what the sound sounds like when I'm eating. Can you hear that? All right. It's rude to talk with your mouth full, but for this test, I will too extra loud to see how the sound works. See the things I do for this channel and for myself and I guess my viewers. You know, one thing I like about this restaurant is they make the food as you order it. And most of the time it comes out really hot. In fact, the fish burger I had came out too hot to even bite into it. It would like burn your teeth. Which is really good because I've had so many horrible dry and cold like burgers and chicken from other fast food restaurants who I won't name, but you've heard of them. Um, and it's really disappointing. Makes me cry deep down inside when I order and then sit down and realize that the food is really bad. But here, um, it's been like excellent to good. So highly recommend this Moss Burger place. You can see the interior of the place and all the logos when I raise the camera. Okay, I better finish this meal and then go. So it's gonna be too boring if I just eat. So I'm gonna cut it here and then we can go on a little walk after I finish this delicious burger, which is now slightly cold because I've been doing so much testing and recording. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to start the last video with the click because you're supposed to click and then as you click you cut it, and then the next video you click again, and then you can cut it there, and it looks seamless. So I'll do it for this next cut. So you ready? Just, yeah, get all my positioning the same. Here we go. Oh, you also notice the burger will disappear because I would have eaten it by then.